video a bit later, but just feel the ground under your feet. Feet shoulder width apart, and just gently breathe in and out. Just feel the head float up, feel the weight sink down. Notice the breath. So notice the breath as it goes in, notice the breath as it comes out. So can anyone remember what we were looking at?
We were doing the roll.
Oh, we were doing the rolling thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll add that to the.
What else did you do?
We're doing the 18th set. Okay. We'll do. I think we'll do.
We did a lot on balance last.
We did a lot on balance. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll carry on with the whole balance thing then.
Because we felt we all needed it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well, the thing is, this time of year, you've got the wet leaves. You've got it start to get cold nicely, and you'll need your balance. So yeah, when you're doing this, you want your hips sinking back and down. Relax around the jaw. Notice the contact with the feet in the ground. So we'll focus on some of the relaxation exercises actually, because when we've got it all works balance, so everything's useful. So yeah, nice and relaxed. Just let the shoulders soften, sink the hips back and down. We're breathing in and breathing out. Relax the palms of the hands. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just bounce in, nice and relaxed. So we're just doing a very gentle bounce. I had a good fun time in Glasgow. It was great. I got to play with actual Aboriginal sort of master level musicians with playing their music. And
Oh, didgeridoo?
Yeah, he had a didgeridoo and clapping sticks.
Right.
And they did like movements to the songs that they were singing. They were like folk songs, but they're like even more stronger than folk songs, because they sing about it's to do with kind of real life and stuff. And they found out I was working in a dementia unit, and so they sung a healing song for me. So they but hoping, get in touch with them and see if they could send it to me, because it was quite useful. It's very, very interesting. So we're just bouncing. So that was I came over from I stopped I think it was just past Nottingham, so that's where I came from this morning. So I certainly do, but it was very interesting, like the cultural crossover and stuff. It was very, very good. So we're just breathing in and out, and then we'll do shake, just very gently shake. We'll come back to that one in a minute. We just feel everything nice and connected. But the thing that particularly struck me about that kind of style of singing was their awareness of the environment. It was sort of similar to what you do in Tai Chi, that you want to be aware of what you're sensing, and they're very in tune with what's going on sort of nature-wise and planet-wise. It was very, very interesting. So nice and relaxed. Let's just carry on with it. We'll do that one. So you just want to be aware of your body. just soften the knees. I'll just show you that from the side. And I think someone was trying to get on Zoom and they went again. Keep going. Going on here. It should be working. How strange. Okay, that's very weird. How mysterious. I should have about 2 other people. Okay, weird. We'll just have to carry on. There must be something strange happening in internet land. So, no, it's quite interesting because I have a Zoom class I teach on a Friday morning, and I taught that live from Glasgow, but I actually had, in the video, I had one of the people that was in the orchestra, and then one of the other people was playing her trombone while we were doing my Tai Chi class, so it was very interesting. And then turn so the palms are up. So I had a trombone accompanist to the Tai Chi, which I've never done before actually. It's very good. Four, three, two, one, and so we're just feeling the arms nice and relaxed. So one in front, one behind. We'll have a look at it a bit. We'll have a look at this one in a little bit more detail, I think, just to kind of, just give it a go for now. Keep breathing. Just being aware. So you want to be aware of what you notice. Okay, just come to a gentle pause. So what we're going to do, we're going to break it up into 2 halves. So we're going to look at what the legs are doing, what's happening with the leg and waist, and also what the arms are doing. So we'll, let's just start with the arms and then look at the legs. We'll spend a bit more time on the legs. So, but feel the feet, draw the toes in, sink the hips back and down, and lengthen through the spine. Relax. Just notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. So chin tucked in, head floating, hips sinking back and down. Relax the shoulders. Relax the wrists, palms of the hands. relax around the feet. Okay, and then what happens is the arms come up. So just feel the arms, and then let the arms come down, and then one goes up the front and the other goes along the lower back. And then we come up in the middle, and then the other side. So it's like this, up, and then down. And it falls down to come back up. I'll just show that from the side. It falls down, it falls down. So it comes down and then comes across. Down and then comes across. That's it. So that's the arms. So you start from here and you go down and up. That's it. You start from here, you let them drop down and then fall into place. And you want to relax, really relax the arms. Just let the arms become very soft. So it's about, Tai Chi's quite no frills. You just do what it is you're doing and don't add any extra. You just do what's there. Because the problem is you can overcomplicate things quite easily by adding in bits that don't really need to be there. So when you're doing the arms are here and then they're here and here. And that's all that's happening, nothing else. And then they go up again and then they go down. And they go up, and then it's the down that causes that to flip up there and that to come across there. So it's quite straightforward. So that's the arms without the turn. Now the legs, what you're doing is if we just practice, we'll just tune into the feet actually. Let's do that because that'll be a very useful thing. So we'll probably just do some basics today. Wiggle the toes. And then draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. Draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. So you want to soften the knees, so the knees are slightly bent all the time. If your knees are straight, it sends your weight back.
Yeah.
And you want to have soft, springy knees, and then that engages these muscles and these muscles. If you straighten your legs so that the knees are in a sort of stretch state, it's not so easy to balance.
No,
it's much easier to balance if you like soft, springy legs. So if you see how like a 1.5-year-old would stand, they'd be more like this, with the arms nice and relaxed. And you want your chin tucked in, so the head floats up, the hips sink back and down, and your weight settles just behind the ball of each foot. You're breathing in and out, and then you're transferring the weight from one foot to the other. So just to remind you, there is no class on the 19th of December because I don't think we've got enough people that are actually around for me to warrant hiring this place.
No.
So, but there is a class, there's one more class next week, and then we're coming back, hang on, keep going, we're coming back on the, oh God. phone. Oh, there's the calendar. We'll keep doing this while I'm trying to work out what's going on. Right, we've got December. So yeah, the last one is the 12th of December, which is next week. And then, now how do I make the next? Oh, there's the next month. I understand. Okay. The next one will be Monday the 9th. 9th of December. Not December, January. Monday 9th of January. And then I'll just text this student. Monday 9th Jan. Just letting the students in hall know. Right. Okay, so that's. Ah, now I've got it. These are the pain. We'll still keep doing this. Keep doing it. Notice the contact through the feet. Right. Now I'm back. Brilliant. So just feel this. So you wanna really relax the arms more. And really notice that. So it becomes like there's almost like a rhythm between the feet. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we'll come in a little bit, draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. Draw the toes in and stretch the toes out. Draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. One more time, draw the toes in and stretch the toes out. Fantastic, that's really good. Okay, so now what we do is you transfer your weight, now sink into that foot and then you turn to the opposite corner. So yeah, you want to stay in that leg. So transfer to your right leg, stay in that foot. Turn to the left corner. Stay in the right foot. You're in your left foot, you want to be in the right foot.
Oh, well, sorry.
Okay, transfer your weight. Stay in the right foot. Stay in the right leg. Turn to the left. As you stay in the right leg, soften the knees so they're not straight. Now come back to the middle. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Stay in the left leg, both knees slightly bent. Turn away from the left leg, knees in line with the toes. Come back to the middle. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Stay in the right leg, 60-40, both knees bent, both knees point where the toes point. Turn to the left corner, but stay in the right leg. Stay in the right leg. Now you come back to the middle. Both feet, 50-50. Knees point where the toes point. Knees point where the toes point. Transfer the weight to the left leg. Left leg, sink. So you want to sink your hips. So both knees are bent. Both knees point where the toes point. Turn to the right corner, staying in the left leg. Come back to the middle, weight 50-50, knees point where the toes point, sink the hips back and down. Transfer your weight through the right foot, stay in the left, Stay in the right leg, both knees bent, pointing where the toes point. Turn, transfer, sink, turn. Transfer, sink, turn. So let me just show you that from the same direction. So we're doing this. That's it. Okay, then you come up, and then you transfer the weight. You come up, and you transfer the weight. Come up, and you transfer the weight. So, yeah, while I was doing all the driving, so yeah, so what you want to do, almost, you want to relax your arms. You want to relax your arms. Whatever it is that's going on, you want to relax. So they're hanging there. You want your arms to be soft. So, let me say it again. The feet are shoulder width apart, the knees are soft. You want soft, unlocked knees. You want to unlock your knees. Because if your knees are in an unlocked state, it improves your balance. If your knees are in a locked state, you're a trip hazard. So you want to have good balance by having unlocked knees. You want your toes and your knees to match. So the knee points where the toes point. That way the knee is central. If it's going in or going out too much, that's a trip hazard. So you want to maximise your stability by having soft, springy knees that point in the same direction as the toes. So you sink the hips back and down, and then when you're doing this exercise, you transfer the weight to the left leg, turn to the right corner. Come back to the middle, transfer the weight to the right leg, turn to the left corner. Come back to the middle, transfer the weight and turn. Come back to the middle, transfer the weight and turn. That's it. So you want to sink the hips and soften the knee. Now, it's very tricky to do, especially if you haven't built up developing a habit of having soft knees. So it's about changing habits. It's about changing habits and just being clear about what you're aiming for. So, great. And then when you put it in with the arms, this is what
How strange. In video.
So we're just looking at arms and we're doing this or this with the arms, and that is it. So we're going like this, like that. So pointing the fingers and then one down, one up. Out, out, down. And we're doing it with the weight shift. So we're going there, transfer the weight, we turn. We come back to the middle, transfer the weight, turn. Come back to the middle, transfer the weight, turn. Come back to the middle, transfer the weight, turn. So we're doing the turning away from the weighted leg. Turn away from the weighted leg. So notice the leg that has the weight on. Left leg, right corner. Right leg, left corner. 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 Left leg, left leg, left leg, right corner. Right corner, right corner, right corner. Right leg, right leg, right leg. Left corner, left corner, left corner. Left leg, right corner. Right leg, left corner. left leg, right corner, right leg, left corner, every single time. If you're doing something else, you're doing something else. So the important thing is to do what we're doing. So let's start again. We're in the middle. So check you're in the middle. So what you want to do is you want to relax. You want to relax. You want to line up. So you've got the ground, knee, hip, shoulders, head, chin tucked in, hips sink back and down, and we're breathing. So just take a bit of time to get yourself nice and relaxed. Nice and relaxed. So nice and soft, this soft springy feeling in the body, very nice. And then what we're going to do, we're going to just transfer our weight. Transfer the weight. Transfer the weight. So this will do super balance exercises. Really good. Knowing which foot you're in and where you're pointing, brilliant for balance. Really good. So we just nice and relax the arms. So that the muscles are melting and there's this like a feeling in the bones. So we're in the right leg and we're in the left leg. Right leg and left leg. Notice which leg you're in and what it feels like and what you're sensing. That's very useful stuff. Yeah, much better. Much better. Now we'll all go to this side. So go into your right leg. Now turn to the left corner and look to the left corner and sink into that right leg. Really feel what that feels like. Then it unwinds, come back to the middle. Now you transfer into the left leg and turn to the right corner and look to the right corner with your sleepy tiger eye gaze. Then you come back to the middle. We're breathing, we're relaxing, sink, relaxed fashion into that right leg, turn to the left corner. Soft gaze. Come back to the middle, transfer your weight into the left foot, turn to the right corner. And then we throw the arms in. So we want to relax, 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 but do it correctly in a relaxed manner. And then you come back to the middle, and then you go to the left leg, right corner, left leg, relax. You come back. So just relax more. When you're feeling that sense of perplexion, there's such a word, just relax more. So it's like anything, it's what you want. Your default position is calm the mind, soften the muscles. Calm the mind, soften the muscles. And we'll speed up a bit. Let's see how we're. Try a bit quicker. Just relax, calm the mind, soften the muscles. That's better. So worrying doesn't help. I mean, you can, if you want, get really worried and het up that you can't do the move, or you can relax and do the move, but not do the move in a relaxed manner. So you can do the move wrong, tense, or you can do the move wrong, relax, basically, and it's fine. Just relax. So that's the first bit. So whatever's going on, you know, we've got a. Whatever's going on, calm the mind. We're moving from a calm place, and then stuff starts working after that, and it's quite fun. 4, 3. We'll come back to that next week. 2 and 1. Nice. Oh, that's epic. Let's go. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's surprising how much a seemingly simple move evolves, doesn't it? Amazing. The amount of. So this is why Tai Chi sorts your brain out. Yeah.
When I see it, I was trying and getting my legs,
Yeah.
and getting my arms, put them together and
Tricky. Yeah.
tricky.
That's to do with the brain. It's fine. It will catch up. The one thing that's so good about Tai Chi, it really works your cognitive power. It gives you a better functioning brain. Yeah, it's fine, but don't worry about it's not really in our culture to do stuff like this. I mean, in like China and Taiwan and Thailand and Japan and that, and Korea, I guess, yeah, Korea, places like that, and India, they're more used to being in their bodies and noticing what their bodies are doing. Unless we're like doing dancing or sport or something like that, we're not really used to being in our bodies, which is why it looks like, when I do it, it looks easy, but it isn't easy. So the route to that is just calming down enough. So it can be a bit challenging when you get presented with something and then you do something else. But it's okay, because we can calm down and go, oh, I'm finding this difficult. Oh, I know. Okay, right. And then just start with the arms or with the legs, get that, and then start putting it together. And it is good to get a bit challenged sometimes, because then you can really practice relaxing, because it's a useful trick. Like in jobs and that, they call it transferable skills. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll do this one. So you turn the waist and just allow the arms to swing. Transferable skills. I found out that doing all this Tai Chi stuff meant that when I ended up playing a game of pool with the other orchestra members at 3 AM, I just thought, well, I'll try out this socialising thing just to kind of, you know, because it's the last night, let's give it a bash. And I don't drink, which also helped with the pool, but being able to relax and notice things and feel things. And they went, oh, how long have you been playing pool for? And I said, well, what time is it now? About 5 minutes. Because it's like that sort of transferable skill. If you can relax in any circumstance, so you felt a bit pressured, but by relaxing, it takes the pressure off. Just by how you change how you think about something, how you view something, you can put yourself under a lot less pressure just by going, oh, I've got a clue what's going on. Oh, I know, I'm going to relax. I'm going to relax. I'm going to give myself space until I've worked out how to go about finding out what's going on. And then you can ask them, oh, excuse me, what's going on, please? And then they go, oh, blah, 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 blah. And you go, oh, okay, well, thank you very much. And then it just sort of, you can make things a lot easier for yourselves doing this art, or you can make it really, really, really hard, and then it gets kind of heartbreaking, you know, sort of. And I'm just trying, yeah. One of my mentors, Andrew Heckett, who teaches Tai Chi in Philly, he's another teacher with Parkinson's, so there's a few of them about now, Tai Chi teachers with Parkinson's. And he's been trying to relax his shoulders since 1971. So it's like levels of relaxation. And then he went, Tai Chi can really break your heart, but you just gotta relax. Okay, so let's do some nice things. Let's do some nice things. I think what would be nice actually, if we revisited the first 18 set, because that's what we did for a while, and it's a very nice, relaxing thing to do. And I think what we'll do for the rest of our, I think what we should do is do the class, and then sit and chill and have a celebratory tea break. Which should be good. But if anyone needs some water, let's just, if you need a little bit of water or anything, feel free. I'm going to have some. I've been stuck in I did the 2 hour drive to get here, so it was fine. It's much easier coming from down than from London up. Blythe services or stayed there. Yeah, I got as I left Glasgow at about 7:15, and then I last night, and I booked myself a hotel in Blythe, the Travelodge, because I thought I could get home for about 2 AM, but I think what I'll do instead is have some sleep. But I didn't get there till about midnight anyway, so it would have been at least 3 by the time I got home. So I did the right thing, but it just meant I had a 2 and a bit hour drive from 8 AM. So to get here, but yeah, I was just noticing because it was quite a very friendly. We were doing like doubles of, so the cellists went against the saxophones. So there were 2 cellists and 2 saxophones, and then nobody really cared who won. It was just fun to watch people that mildly inebriated trying to play pool. And then the cellists won, and then they played people that had been filming us, and then the filmmakers won, and then eventually I've been watching what was going on, noticing actually with the hands, a lot of them had very rigid hands, and they put the pool cue on it, and because the hands were rigid, I noticed that the pool cue would skew. So I thought, well, I know if I come and have a go at this, I'll relax my hand and put it on the table, because then you've got the tiger's mouth, and then put the pool cue in the tiger's mouth, and then that, and relax and sink and feel the ground, and see if Tai Chi works for pool playing. I was very curious, because I like to explore things. And yeah, because if you're relaxed, and the other thing I worked out was I'm a left-handed pool player, because I tried it with the right, it didn't seem to work that way. And you put the pool cue, and then you just relax the hands, and then because the hands are relaxed, the cue will slide much better, and it won't go off. And people were tensing before they hit, and then they messed the shot up. So I worked out if I relax more before I hit, and I didn't quite always understand the angles, but I got a few in the holes. And because I was so relaxed, they said it looked like I knew what I was doing. I really didn't. I'm just good at relaxing, and you do it very relaxed, and you also, there's a slight weight change as well. So I was just doing that, and then it's very very interesting. And it was me and the other singer against the we I mean, we still lost, but it was right to the last ball, so we accounted ourselves very honourably. I don't really. I think snooker's like a next level up, isn't it? But it just goes to show if you relax. And then also, you know, I've been stuck in traffic a lot. I was in Glasgow. Has a lot of curvy roads that go, and you can miss your turning very easily, even with a sat nav. And so I was missing things a lot, and I was giving another the theremin player a lift, and we kept going round and round, and I was just really enjoying it and going wee a lot. And she said, you know, you're really relaxed for someone that's completely lost. I said, yeah. And it's just a very useful, because the situation won't change, but you're associated. It's how you tackle it, exactly. Yeah, you wanna look at the how of what you're doing, and just getting this relaxation thing, it saves you a lot of bother. It really does. But again, because we're not in the habit of, most people, if they're given a situation that's tricky, the first instinct, actually everyone's first instinct, even if they're not the biggest Buddhist monk in the world, is you kind of panic, but that's what your body's designed to do, because that could have been a saber-toothed tiger or a bandit or something. If this was a few 100,000 years ago, there'd be some bandits or thugs or, you know, rival villages or tribe that are trying to get you. So that's where those natural instincts are very useful, but the calming bit helps you to discern between what's going on. And So when I was driving up, I was listening to some talks on like mindfulness talks, and how that's quite useful. Being able, yeah, let's go back to the actually let's do this one. We're just so we're going to do the inside turn. So you turn towards the weighted leg. So I go left, right, left, right. But yeah, just how you view something can also change the outcome, because I wasn't really bothered about winning or losing or whatever. It was just nice, very interesting. It was kinesthetically interesting to be playing this thing called pool and to watch what they were doing and to see where the ball went when they hit the thing. And it was, there's some very useful transferable skills. So if you're in a situation, you know, you might be stuck in traffic and there might be someone shouting at you or whatever, and you can just go, oh, you know, relax. And then does the shouty person, you know, they could be shouting, you go, oh well, sorry, I haven't really got time for this. Take care, bye. And then you can just walk on, and it's perfectly fine, you know. And it's just over the years of doing this, I can see it very useful. It's just right. Let's, without further ado, let's do this. So breathe in. Breathe out. So lift the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, soften the knees, sink the hips. One more time. There. Nice and relaxed, nice and full. Check your posture. Open the chest, so you breathe in and out. Oh, I like this one. It's just really nice. It's just a gentle opening of the chest. And then you come back and down. That's it. Very nice. Just soften the arms. I'll try and dig out what I've done with my mates. I've got a Santa hat that I tend to wear for my last week of teaching, just because, you know. So, but don't feel obliged, you know. If you don't, it's a bit early, isn't it, next week? I might save it till the Thursday.
Never too early for Christmas.
Well, I loved it on the. I was noticing actually up north and in Glasgow that there was a lot of houses that had all those twinkly light things and the nice decorations and stuff all in the garden. And it's, although you know. Oh, wonderful! Oh, lovely. Have you got a tree in there? A tree.
8 trees have got that.
8! Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do dance the rainbow. So nice and tall like this. And then, but yeah, I was very impressed by the Aboriginal musicians.
Mm.
They were like, they're part of the Australian Art Ensemble, and they have a lot of people of a sort of mixed Aboriginal background or Aboriginal, and also some regular sort of incomer Australians that, you know, that got ancestors from England and whatever, and all playing music together and looking at traditional things. But I'm sure they've got a song about rainbows. So parting the clouds. But it really, yeah, really got me thinking. Just it was more the thing that struck me was the sheer level of noticing things that they had in the songs that they sung. They translated what the words were and what you notice about your environment. So I'm sure, you know, if they took up Tai Chi, they'd probably be very good at it.
Do they have written music or is it all just remembered?
I mean, it's more like, so I'm gonna soften the knees. It's more like what, you'd get from a sort of travelling community. There was a guy that went and recorded in the 50s and 40s and 50s field recordings of the travelling community,
Right.
indigenous songs there. Some people, I think the musicians at the university wrote down what they were singing. Most things seem to be in the key of G, because that seemed to be the key that they naturally gravitated towards. What the didgeridoo was G sharp kind of thing.
Okay.
But they're very easy to pick up by ear anyway. It's like an oral tradition. It's like with some in Scotland. They have oral tradition songs that you just learn, and they're lots of similarities. But yeah, the attention to the detail, like small details about water and things that you wouldn't have even thought of when we heard the translation. So, but yeah, very unpretentious name, Daniel and David. Very cool.
That's not loud.
You know, it was just like, oh, okay. These master musicians are very ordinary names. So let's just show it from here. So rolling arms, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So yeah, just feel what this movement is doing in your body. Yeah, and then you'll be able to play pool. Like, oh, this is what you do, okay. And they're all sort of explaining. So now, which one am I hitting again? No, you've got to get the yellow one in, the red one in. I've forgotten which. I kept forgetting. I said, right. Oh, it's really, really good. It's sort of very democratic. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, nice and relaxed. Next push it. We'll do the rowing the boat to the middle of the lake. So go like this, and then you row the boat. So this is more like a gondola type boat. And then you come up. And row the boat. So this reminds me, those of you that we've done the Monkey King. This is like the Monkey King in a way. The Monkey King takes a seat. That's it, and we're all breathing. Fantastic. Yeah, it's gone quick this year, I've noticed.
One more time a year, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, is that the thing then, is it? Okay, so that was the rowing the boat to the middle of the lake. I'll just show you the next couple, just so, and then we'll join in a sec. So we've got bouncing the ball up in front of the shoulder, and then we turn around. So when you turn, there's this rotation in the shoulder joint, and then it floats down. So it comes up. Let's try a couple of trial runs. So there's also, if you have a look at the feet, it's like that. Transfer, and then like that. We'll turn round. So we go to the left corner. That's it. So this is another useful one for developing the balance, right one. Then we combine the feet with the hands, and we get this lovely harmonious thing. And down. And we're breathing, so just breathing. So transfer almost just the put your foot, put the foot down flat. And then this leg comes up. See, this is the heel that comes up. You were close.
Yeah.
And the opposite hand, and the hand will watch on, lift that up. That's it. Now you come down. So this is what you're doing is you're exercising both sides of the brain. Because you go this side, but it's this hand that moves. So we're doing this thing. It's the corpus callosum, apparently, the bit in the middle of the brain. that connects one side from the other. This helps with that. I got told by a physio. So almost it's that the other hand comes up.
This
Yeah, this way.
This one.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm
Now you come down. That's it. Now you're doing this hand. This hand moves now. This hand moves. Now relax the other arm. Turn it over. And then come down. If you give yourself enough time to get the move, you'll get it. If you rush it, you won't. Transfer the weight. So transfer. Yeah, well, I'm not changing the feet. I transfer the weight. Remember, no frills. I turn, and then the heel lifts, and then my hand lifts. I put my hand down. As my hand comes down, my feet go back 50-50. I transfer my weight. I turn my body. I lift the heel. The hand lifts. I rotate the shoulder, come down, my foot comes down, I transfer the weight, palm down. I transfer my weight, palm up as you go up, palm down as you go down, palm down as you go down, that's it. Palm up as you go up, turn, rotate, then palm down. That's it. Palm up as you go up. Rotate, palm down as you go down. So, just breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe. Nice. Better. Yeah, just let that one go. Now what you do is you imagine a big bowl of something nice, and then you just hold up. So it's called looking at the moon. We come down, and then we look at the moon. We come down, and we look at the moon. We come down, and look at the moon. Nice. This one's much easier, isn't it? Yeah, that's because you're doing the same thing with both hands. If you do something different with each hand,
I lose it.
it's challenging for the brain, challenging.
What's this one called?
Cow gazes at the moon.
Oh,
Cow gazes at the moon. I love it.
it's
Great name. Not the cow jump over the moon, no, cow gaze at the moon. Okay, right, so that was cow gazing at the moon. Next one, we're just going to transfer our weight. Practice transfer to the right, transfer to the left. Transfer to the right, transfer to the left. Transfer to the right, stay there. Now turn opposite. But stay in the right leg. Transfer to the left, stay in the left foot. Turn to the opposite, stay in the left. Transfer to the right and then push the palm. So the palm comes round in a circle, like when you know, someone says, here, have another mince pie, and you go, no, it's okay, I'm eating 10. Don't want any more mince pie, thank you very much. And you just very gently refuse the mince pie and like that. It's a refusal, it's just a very gentle, you know, no, I'm being sensible, I'm watching my weight. And then instead of going, no, I don't want it. So you want it to be very, you know, It's called pushing palm, it's not called refusing the mince pie, sorry. But you can relate to that, yeah. It's like, oh, would you like another? No. Fantastic. Okay, so then we do the wave hands like cows, which you'll love. Demonstration, you'll love it. It's like this. Oh, look, you can do. It's very good for the brain. It's very good for the brain. But remember, we get confronted with something like this. Just relax. Oh, just enjoy whatever it is you are doing. Just relax. That's it. I'll turn that. And we're breathing. Ah, transfer the weight into turn. Transfer the weight. So the more coordinated you are, and the more you develop your coordination, the better your balance is. Very good. That's not a bad effort from everybody. So let's go to the middle. So the middle like this. So the elbow, notice your elbow. Now follow the elbow. And you turn. Now you've got the other elbow there. So imagine it's looking for arrow on it. So follow the arrow. So no, elbow outwards, outwards. Outwards at the top, inwards at the bottom. Outwards at the top, inwards at the bottom. That's it. Yeah, you got it. Outwards at the top, inwards at the bottom. Outwards at the top, inwards at the bottom. Now turn around. Oh, yeah, you're doing too much. Watch. Almost. Look, outwards at the top, outwards, top, top, bottom, top, bottom. Outwards at the top, inwards at the bottom. Outwards at the top, top, bottom. So, in, out, in, out. Right, watch. See? Now that's in at the top, out at the bottom. Look at what you're doing. Examine what you're doing and match it. So, mirror me. That's it.
That's it.
Right. Out at the top, in at the bottom. Now you go. And you stay in that there, but sing, 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 sing. Now we do this. So it's got this and it's got a like that. And then we go like this. See, so Carell often teaches with sound effects. And I used to poo-poo it, but now I understand why. Because it works, you know. There we go. Ah. And then, see? So it works. And then turn. Wave your hands like that. Nice round shape. So you wanna, yeah, you wanna just sink your hips. Get yourself up. Less excited, more understated. Just get now like this, look, see. So you want to avoid this kind of stuff, because that's not what we're doing. We're doing this. We're sinking, we're sitting down, and then we're turning. Now you sink, knees in line with the toes, sink the hip, soften the muscles. So don't make the move really exciting. You want to make the move really dull. So like this, look, like this, and then it comes across. That's it, yeah. And then you turn, and then see, it's easy. Excellent, okay. Right, so that was, the next one we're going to do is scoop the seed, or perhaps the seed, look at the sky. So you put your right leg forward, you sink back, I'll mirror, you sink back, and looking up at the sky, and then you go down, scoop the seed. So imagine you're scooping up the seed, and then you look up at the sky. Breathing. Nice and relaxed, very good. Repeat that. Step. Good to see. Keep breathing. Relax the hands. Keep breathing some more. Very good. One more time. Come back. Step out again. Now, what we're going to do, the footwork, is you raise the heel as you go forward, You raise your toes as you go back, and just set that up, just to get that. So then it works the ankle joint. It works the ankle joint. And then we push waves. Forward and back. Forward. But I like this one. It's got a nice little swing to it. It's got a kind of swing. It feels quite positive, especially when the professor does it. He's got this lovely, and he has a soundtrack. It's very, very nice. One more time, wonderful. And then come back, step out. Breathe in and push back. We'll have a look at this walking like a cat, because we looked at that. And it was quite useful, isn't it? One more time. Fantastic. And then come back. And then we do the flying pigeon. Pigeon spread its wings like this. So there's a few ways of doing it. Forward and back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward and back. One more time. Forward, back, step. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, right. One more time. Nice and relaxed. Sink the hips. Sink the hips. And then we do the punching with the focus gaze. Punching with the focus gaze. So just make a fist. Just gently breathe in. One more time. Still a bit chilly in here, isn't it? Oh well, never mind. We did put the razor next to them. Nice. Are they actually on? Are they working?
Well, they were, but this one's warm. Before. I think they must have the time or something.
It's a bit. Oh well. I think we'll have to. We'll carry on and do a bit of walking, and then we better warm ourselves up with a hot drink. I think because I've got goosebumps. Yeah, that's true. You've all got jumpers on, so and shirts and things. So now we do the wild goose, flying wild goose. Think of a beautiful goose. So this time of year you get a lot of flocks of geese flying over and that, don't you? And they're absolutely delightful to watch. Actually, their wings and their sound, the honking.
On television.
Yeah.
Beside on country park,
With one of those fake geese that was
no,
right.
in the car. Yeah, fine. Well, the woman had been feeding them daily and living with these geese during lockdown, and then she still feeds every day. And they went in a car.
Yeah.
And she was in the car, and the geese were in formation, and they were flying inside, and they were talking. The geese were talking, and she was talking back to them.
Oh.
It's really
It's very interesting, actually. They're very friendly because, yeah, they can get very friendly and you communicate, and they all communicate.
trees communicate.
Oh yeah. It will make you not want to eat anything, won't it? And then you should transfer your weight. And this is called rotating like a flying wheel. That was a translation, so I don't really know what it means, really, but it's good to know. So you just think nice round, so you get this circle movement in the arms. So the feet are parallel. Feet are parallel and you're circling the arms. One more in this direction, and then we're going to do a few in the other direction. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what's going on with the heating this way. I will write to the person that deals with the maintenance. Maybe we probably just turn them on properly.
Well,
They should be on because they're on.
they weren't going, oh. Listen,
Yeah, that's higher. That's less.
that's fine,
Yeah, it's higher. Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I'll see what happens. It did come on very hot, so.
It's happening here, you can say. Well, obviously, we've got to go this way, haven't I?
Yeah, we're going in the other direction.
All on a very low temperature.
I think that's maybe why. I think what we'll do at the end, let's shut the blinds, that might help with the heat, because those windows are quite big. Okay, nice and nice. And then we'll do the bouncing the ball while marching. So it's opposite hand and foot. I'll turn around for that. So this hand, this foot. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, we just do 6. 3.
Oh, no, I'll do it one.
So good effort, everyone. And 6. Okay, I can see that one's got potential. Very good. Yeah, let me do it in super slow-mo. I'll do it in super slow-mo because actually the slower you move, the more your balance is. So if I transfer the weight, so it's this leg and it can be this arm. You go like that, and then you come back to the middle, and then there's a little bounce. You go with a little bounce, and then back to the middle and bounce. Up, down, bounce. Up, down, bounce.
I just got to get this bit, Alice.
No, you're doing it, you're doing it. Yeah, just get one bit and then worry about the other bit later. See, that's much better already, everybody. Right, that will do for now. Yeah, good job, good job. That's improved.
Do you know, it makes me realise my car is shrinking forward. Must
Well,
be.
it's okay because the thing is you'll improve it.
Yes, that's what I've got to do.
Yeah, you'll improve it, and then with the improved coordination, then it has not an effect of improved balance. No, so it's a useful thing. You don't have to have brilliant coordination to learn Tai Chi because it will improve your coordination by doing the Tai Chi. I mean, some people, if they've already got brilliant communication and coordination, if they've got both of those, especially the coordination, they'll pick up the moves faster. But then you've got levels of the movement, really being able to feel them in your body, and it doesn't matter how good your coordination is, that takes time as well. So it is a useful skill to develop, but you don't want to,
Yeah. No, it isn't useful.
And oh, what was it? Yeah, I was listening on the way up and down. This meditation instructor, and she was saying, you know, this isn't anything special what we're doing. It's like, you know, you do the washing up, you clean your teeth, you do Tai Chi. If you clean your teeth, you've got clean teeth, and you don't go, right, I'll clean my teeth now, brilliant, because then you have to do it again. And like with the washing up, you do the washing up, but then you'll have to do it again. And Tai Chi is something you have to do again. It's not something that you do once and then you've got it.
No,
It's a practice, yeah, it's a practice. So the final movement is this. So you just breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah, it is a bit chilly. So I think we should do some more. Yeah, actually, which is very unusual. Let's do another one because that's really nice. Oh, so that was the first set of the 18. Very nice. So what we're going to do in the last few minutes is
There's all sorts of strange things happening. Nearly. We'll do a little bit of the we'll do a little bit.
Oh, this is lovely hot.
Has it gone up again?
This one has.
Oh, good. Okay, the radiator's on. I think I've worked out why they put the buttons down now.
Yes.
Because it keeps, because the windows are so big. So let's do,
Yeah.
if we all go that way, actually, if we all go that way, what we're going to do, we're going to do the basic walking, and then we'll do walk like a cat, and then we'll leave it, because we don't want to do too much, because we don't want to get too ahead of the others that are missing. So, so you go cat stance, heel toe, transfer the weight. Cat stance, heel toe, transfer the weight. Cat stance, heel toe, transfer the weight. So I'll wear these bright shoes because then it's easy to see my feet, you see. Because how we do it? That's better, isn't it? So, okay, tips. So when you're walking, what you want to do is you want to relax your arms, you want to sink your hips, you want to lengthen through the spine. So the head floats, as the head floats, the hips sink back and down. And you want to feel your feet, and also you want to look at the positioning of your head. Now, it's okay to spend a little bit of time looking down, but eventually what you want to get to is, if I show it from the diagonal view, I find a spot on the wall, eye level spot that I can do my soft focus gaze through. Soft focus gaze, like eye of the sleepy tiger, heel toe, and then, so I am looking forwards. I'm looking forward, and I'm thinking about my vertical alignment. I'm focusing, I'm not thinking, actually, I'm not thinking about it. I'm doing vertical alignment. So that was another thing the meditation teacher was talking about. She lived in a monastery in Korea, not a convent or for nuns. She was a nun in Korea, a French Korean nun, and doing meditation. And she'd spent the first few years, she thought she was meditating, but what she was doing was thinking about it. It's not the same as doing it. So actually, what you're doing is you want to focus on your alignment. So it's focus, and then rather than imagining that your spine is lengthened and you're in good alignment, you are in good alignment. You see, that's the difference. I've not really thought about it in that way before. And you can spend a lot of time in Tai Chi class imagining that you're doing something. And then when you look at the reality, actually you're not doing it. You're either thinking about it. It's about being present. So when you do the alignment, you want to be aligned, and then heel toe, then you feel, you want to feel your feet through your feet rather than need to look. You might need to look, and that's fine, but get your alignment, and that should work better. And notice the contact with the feet. So yeah, it was quite funny. And don't imagine you're doing something, just do it. And it works better. If you do a thing that gets in the way, it doesn't work as well. Which again, I was noticing in the pool thing, they were anticipating, there was a lot of anticipation going on, and a lot of tension that really wasn't needed and didn't help the situation. So, how's it? That's much better, everybody. Really good. Really good. Can you see the difference?
It's easier. I found that easy. It wasn't concentrating. It just
Feel what's happening.
yeah.
Yeah, it was very similar with them singers, so the master singers that come, and the clap and stick. The thing I really liked about it, the songs were very simple, and it just told the story. You know, there's the water, and there's the birds in the sky, and then the guy made the call of the bird as the guy sang the song about the bird and things like that, and it was very straightforward. It was kind of no frills, which I think is what appealed to me. And
yeah, do what's there, and then if you're doing the thing, and not imagining that you're doing the thing, it just works better.
Yeah, 'cause I also wanted to bring my arms in as well. When I was doing it, I wanted to bring my arms
Yeah,
because that felt right.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's when you're listening to your body, when you listen to your body and see what it needs to do and stuff. It's fine. It's just a different way of approaching exercise. It's not like right, everyone we're doing this and then we're doing that. It's different because it's sort of how is the arm doing that? Is it lined up right? But that is what, because then when people are going, you look like you've been playing pool for years. I'm like, well, no. But it's just Tai Chi for very useful in lots of situations. So walk like a cat. Now lulled you into a false sense of security. You imagine like a cat lifting up its paw. So lift up your cat paw, and then you go, this is a little more challenging, is the word. She said, this is slightly challenging. And you say, oh God. And it's fine. So we move, and you lift up your cat paw, then you put the heel down. Heel turn. Now remember cats, when they move, they're silent. Silent. So if you want, you can, we'll maybe do a hand movement. So we're into hand movements to the two master singing. So you can kind of go like this, and then push, if that helps. So lift up your knee with your hand, and then push. Lift up the knees. That's this. If you need to give your hand something to do, and then just try it with the hands relaxed and see if you notice the difference. So that's the other thing. You can be quite motivated to move more than you need to as well. And it's amazing what things your body likes to make itself do. Okay, right. That will do. Let's just round in a circle. That was really good. So we did some of the went through the whole of the 18, and we did some balance exercises, and we got this a bit more nailed down. Let's go back to it, see how we get on. So just soften. And it's just and we just let that drop. Yeah. Okay. Just breathe in. So yeah, I think next year they think they want me to do more stuff, so I'll probably have to take one day off next year, but just so I can drive. 9 hours driving, and but no, this was good. It's good to be able to. Much better. Everyone's getting better. That's the thing. Everyone, if you compare what you was like now, what you're like now with what you was when you started, you've already improved. So it's working. You just got to be a little bit patient. Be patient, and you need to practice, and also just give yourself the time and space to do things in. It's better to take your time and work out what's actually going on and doing that than try and fudge it in a hurry. So that's the other thing. You can, that's very nice. Very nice. Let's get ourselves nice and young looking. Rub the hands together, very nice, and crease the paper and smooth. Oh, we didn't do the kangaroo one. Oh, we'll do that after. We'll do the kangaroo one. As we got they called it boxing kangaroo or galloping horse, but I'm calling it the kangaroo just because of my new Australian friends. So rub the hands together, and then I made some Japanese friends and some Australian friends going to this thing. It was wonderful. I'll show you the video of my trombone Tai Chi class a few times. So just as I finish off, we'll just do this one. That's better. Just get that, and then try it on one leg. But just for a bit, and then try it on the other leg for a bit. Just so we got that, because I'm gonna add that to our record shop. It's quite relax the shoulders and all that's nice. Okay, let's go back to Inverted Tiger. There we go. I remembered it, well done, got it all fitted in. That's it. Yeah, groundbreaking Tai Chi, I might invite the orchestra, come and play for my Tai Chi class. That'd be good, and one more time. And then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top and the feet together and bow. Oh, the sun's come out. Fantastic. Well done. Right, okay, we'll stop the video. Not sure what it, because there was a lot of interference.
Have we got to put
Right.
that on?